What's your name?
Ellie.
And what are you doing today?
Today I'm gonna paint this boat and I'm gonna take it to the sea.
Oh, to the sea? Are you gonna see fishes in the ocean?
Yeah, and then the crocodiles.
And a crocodile.
and I'm gonna see a really big fish. Yeah, I'm gonna eat it with ketchup.
Another 40 minutes have just passed. Second time around with the citrus strip. I actually went to the store and picked up a half-gallon jug for $24.50 at Home Depot. So it's actually pretty affordable. I got all the stuff ready. We're gonna go ahead because it's time to strip. Already start seeing how some of the areas are already blistering, which is actually really cool. We applied a lot more or thicker in the areas that have a lot of detail and a lot of bends, but as you can see, some of this is starting to blister up already, and this was the section that we actually treated with the aircraft paint remover, and of course this one we worked out a lot better. Now when you look at the side that we started with the actual citrus one, there were some couple patches that were pretty caked on there, maybe a couple layers thickness of paint. You can actually see some blue in the bottom and some orange on the top, so this one probably had 2 or 3 coats of paint. But we did go ahead and apply a very thick coating of the entire citrus strip to the surface, and we're gonna give it the 40 minutes recommended again. While we do that, I'm gonna run to the store and pick up some more of this magical goodness. So let's give it 40 minutes and I'll be right back. I have a joke. I have a joke. You're such a good stripper. How long have you been stripping? Wow.
The way he is like, you don't even need her to.
Yeah. Baby's ready for a wash. try to figure out. You could see the steel over here already looks really nice. Patch is still staying on. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
So there it is, folks. After probably about 4 hours or so, I'll put the hours that I'm actually working on this project so you can see how long it's actually taking us. With the help of my wife and my little one, we were able to clean out the majority of what is going on here. But you can still see there's a lot of missed little paint spots. Actually, when you take the paint off, you can actually start realizing and seeing the amount of pitting that's on the surface. Now, there's a number of ways that we can tackle this. Most likely is going to be through some sanding, but we're going to need to preserve some of this. You can see some old welds here that were being done in past patches. This is something that is quite curious.
a plate that has been just bolted on, looks like stainless steel with some caulking in here. Interesting to see that after removing the paint you actually can see the details, but you can see the condition of the aluminum itself. Heavy pitting all around. Is this going to require another type of another round of paint cleaner and maybe a heavy pressure wash? So I want to thank you all for joining me in this journey again. This is going to conclude this particular episode, but we're going to continue going through in the next episode how we actually clean the remainder of it, give it a pressure wash, and maybe even start sanding and polishing. We'll see how it goes. A couple things we have to work before that. We need to see what happened here. And you can tell now that this boat was in some sort of a pretty big accident there. There might be a punch in here we have to address. With that being said, thank you all. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a little bit tired. Gonna grab a beer and get some rest. So I'll see you all later, and thanks for joining.